Hey friends, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Sammy and I'm so happy to have you here. So welcome back to another What's for Dinner. This week I have 4 recipes for you. The very first one, sorry, they saw a car go down the road. But anyways, the very first one, if I can get this out, is a family favorite. It has been passed down from my mama and I carry on the tradition, but it's my lasagna that I make. And then we have some quick and easy dinners for the rest of the week. So in one of them, my kids were actually in the kitchen helping me, which those are memories that I treasure. So anywho, only that my baby doesn't like to be on camera as much, and I respect his wishes. So he did help me, but he likes to kind of stay in the background, which is perfectly fine. So anyways, let's get into cooking. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, give me a like, hit that share button if you want to subscribe, and I really love connecting with my friends on here. So leave me a comment below if you've been kind of cautious, or if you haven't really wanted to comment, or you did and you didn't know what to say. Just leave me one in there anyways. I'd love to get to know you. And without me blabbing too much more, let's go get into these yummy recipes, and I hope you enjoy them. Let's go, y'all. Alright guys, so this evening I am going to go ahead and make some lasagna. You will see this after my grocery haul, so like I told them on there, I might have to do some puzzle pieces and see what we got. So, but that's the kind I'm using for the noodles. They're oven ready, which it doesn't make your lasagna as soupy if you use the oven ready ones. I have some cottage cheese, Parmesan cheese, and mozzarella. This is what I put in my cheese filling. I don't use ricotta and I don't use an egg. Don't judge. This is just how my mama's always made it, and I'm carrying on the tradition. And as far as the sauce, I have ground beef, and I do cut up pepperoni in mine. Might be new to you all, I don't know, but I have always done it that way. And I have some minced garlic, some traditional Prego, and then I always add a pack of this onion mushroom into it as well. But I'm going to go ahead and get all this stuff prepped. We're going to start on the sauce first so it can simmer, and then I'll make the cheese mixture up, and then you all can just follow me as I go. Check out my super cute cup though. I love this thing. It's so nice. Okay, so to start out, I have diced up that whole onion, and you can see me kind of cutting through the bigger pieces. But anyways, we're just going to go ahead and just, I guess, saute this a little bit. Not all the way to where they're translucent, but just enough to kind of get the flavors to release. And then we'll add in our hamburger. Break that up as well as you can. Here in a minute, I'll get my little chopper thing. You'll see that here. That thing is so handy. I have used it to shred chicken in my crock pot. Of course, hamburger. So it's very versatile. So I love mine, but most of the time I just use my wooden spoon. But for this, I wanted it to get broke up a little bit. So I went ahead and got that in there. But I'm just going to go ahead and keep browning this up, and when I get it to how I like it, I will bring you back and show you the next steps, which are pretty good. But right here, the magic of editing, it's already browned up, and y'all should know me by now. I don't measure my garlic at all. I just dump it until I feel like it's enough for my family, but if you want to measure, you can. But I'd say that's pretty good, about 2 tablespoons. And then as far, that was a small can of tomato paste. I put that in there as well. And like I said, I'll try to type out the recipe, but I can't promise it'll be in there. So I'll give you the measurements since this is my recipe, and hopefully you can just jot them down or save the video. But that was a pound of burger, a whole onion, 2 tablespoons of garlic, a small can of tomato paste, and that was a packet of the McCormicks Thick and Zesty Spaghetti sauce. And then I added in a whole jar of Prego Traditional. And you just want to stir that in. And I did put a little bit of extra water in the jar since those noodles, you know, need to cook. So I wanted to have it a little bit of water in there. Now, as far as the pepperonis, I probably have a half a cup chopped up of pepperonis. So that is what I put in there. And then after this, I just honestly let it simmer. And I do empty a whole pack of that, the onion soup mix in there. I just didn't get it on film, apparently. But anyways, when you get everything in there, you just let it simmer together until it gets happy. And as far as the cheese mixture goes, I empty a whole container of whole fat cottage cheese, about a 1/4 cup of the shredded Parmesan, and about 2 cups of the finely shredded mozzarella. So that is in there. I just stir that a little bit, and I put some seasonings of your choice, but I use Cavender's and Italian seasoning. And trust me on this, you want to season the cheese however, you know, you want to do it. If you want to use ricotta, you can, fine by me, but this is, like I said, that's how my mama made it, so that's what I stick with. So to start out with, you just layer a little bit of sauce in the bottom of your pan, because you cannot put the noodles in the bottom. I mean, I guess you can, but it's not gonna turn out right. I've never done it, but to each their own. So always put a little bit of sauce in the pan to keep, you know, those noodles good. Layer your noodles over. Excuse me. Add more sauce. Spread that out as even as you can, and then some people might not like this, but I do use my hands because it breaks the cheese up better than just plopping it in there. So once you have your cheese there, you just repeat the layers until you're done. Cover it and bake it at 350 for about 25 to 35 minutes. It's depending on your oven. And try not to do what I did, and you're about to see why, but I did put it in the broiler and I kind of forgot about it, but then I remembered it quick enough to where it didn't completely get torched. But anyways, you'll have a good laugh. So here it is. Alright, so I got it out of the oven, and I forgot that I had it on broil a little bit too long, but it is what it is. We're still going to eat it. There's nothing wrong with it. That's just extra flavor, as I say. So anyways, I'm going to let this sit for about 10-15 minutes, let it cool off, and then we're going to serve it on up with some garlic bread. So I'll bring you back here in just a little bit. Alright, so we're going to have pork loin tonight with some green beans, cheesy rice, and probably corn.
Pork chops.
Well, Josh is going to turn it into pork chops. So he's going to slice this up for me. I got this on sale at Food Line. He actually went down there and picked that up. So it was like $1.99, and this is a 4-pound pork loin. So we are going to cut our own pork chops. It's the cheapest way to do it. And he has his specific way of doing it.
I need to mark it off into 6 here. Okay, so it's easier to go from the half.
So we're going to go ahead, and he's going to have to cut all these up, and then I'm going to start the sides, and I'll bring you back during the cooking. So we have all the pork chops cut up, and now we're going to use, it's fine.
No.
We're going to use this bourbon pork, the sheet pan. I've already put it on here, so I'm just going to sprinkle it over when we get in the pan. We wanted to make sure we liked it, so I already fried a little bitty piece, and we love it. So that's what we're going to do. And we did too. That is going to be for the rice-a-roni, this one right here, the creamy 4 cheese. And so that's what we're going to do in this if it doesn't burn. And then I'm going to make some cream corn. I'm going to drop the seasonings. And then, thank you, Bubba. And then we're also going to make some seasoned green beans. So that's what we're doing. When I get everything in the pans, I will bring you back and show you as we go. Okay, sorry. Josh had to rearrange the pork chops, so he feels better.
It's the presentation.
Feel better?
It's the presentation. Look at this. Ceremonial K-bar. It does a great job. Keep your knives sharp. and they'll work for you. Okay? Trust me on this. Sharp knife saves lives.
And then I have my other one too, but he does not want to be on camera, so.
His fingertips too. I'm not kidding, guys. Keep that knife razor sharp, dude. You want to hone that up after every cut. One cut, hone that up. Like tomato, you cut through something soft. Sharpen that knife. It is dull already. I know what you're thinking. It is.
Alright, so anyways, we're going to go ahead and keep cooking, and I'll bring you back here in just a little bit. Alright, just hopping back on here real quick just to kind of show you what we're working with. Here are some of the pork chops. These turned out fantastic. And here's the rice-a-roni and the green beans, but it still had a little bit of time. I'll bring you back when it's ready to be plated up. So for tonight's dinner, we are going to have the Great Value, the Rise and Crust Pepperoni Pizza. It's been a very long week at work. Let me just say it that way. I'm grateful to have a job, but it's been a long week. And Mama needs a break, so we're going with the frozen pizzas, and I'll probably throw like a Caesar salad or something on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop these in the oven, get them ready, and when I'm ready to plate everything up, I will bring you back and show you what we have. Alright, so here we have our pizza. And then I made a salad mix, and it's got red onions and tomatoes in it right here. So I'm going to make a Caesar salad. And then I have croutons, Parmesan cheese, and Caesar dressing, of course. But I leave this like that so I can prep it for my lunch as well. So, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and make my plate, and I'll bring you right back. Alright, so I don't know why I say alright every time, it's just how I start stuff. But I just got home from work, so we're going to go ahead and make dinner. We are going to have quesadillas with these huge burritos right here, since they're the size of my hands. I've never seen burrito shells so tiny, but okay, we'll work with it. So, anywho, we're going to use those, and I just have that the traditional rotisserie pulled chicken from Walmart. I'm just going to chop that up into smaller pieces, and then of course our cheese. And then I'm going to make some Fiesta black beans with it's just black beans, and you add this Fiesta ranch dip to it. And then, but anyways, like I said, we're also going to have this Spanish style rice. I just put this in there. I heat it up in the microwave for a little bit to kind of get it, you know, warmed up like it says to do. But then I dump it in a pan and I add some salsa to it. So we're going to have that too. So we're going to have rice and then beans and then the chicken and cheese quesadillas. And that is going to be dinner for this night. So I'm just going to go ahead and get all this started, and I'll bring you back intermittently and show you what I'm doing. But anyways, let's go cook. Alright, so here are the finished quesadillas. And there is the salsa rice, and then the Fiesta black beans, which were so good. I had company over, so I couldn't really record as I wanted to. But anyways, let's get these plates fixed, shall we? y'all, that is it for this What's for Dinner. Thanks for coming back for another one. I hope you stick around. Give me a like, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to comment. Until next time, you all, God bless. Bye.